All right, we have head coach Pat Noonan. We'll start with questions here in person, and then we'll move to the Zoom. Pat, Brendan, we'll start with you.
Pat, did you have a chance to address the team afterward, or is that something that'll come later?
It'll come later.
Yeah. And just what did you think of the performance over the 90 minutes? And then things were obvious. At that point, everyone's body had gone through, significant effort.
Yeah.
It looked a little different over the last 30 in extra time. Just how would you compare the last 30 to the first 90? And, your reaction to the whole performance.
I thought it was a really good start. Just our shape, our pressure, how we were able to make them uncomfortable, and in the lead up to the goal. And then I think, the goal, in a weird way changed the momentum after that. I thought they gained control for the remainder of the half. We were too quick in transition, too quick with early crosses, didn't have the patience to step on the ball and know that, we were defending for longer periods. And when we went too fast and it didn't come off, then we're stretched. And then we didn't have the legs to press the way we would have liked to. And Columbus is very good with the ball. And, they made us pay for that because they pinned us deep for the remainder of the half, essentially. And, we survived that stretch and were able to find the goal. So it was obviously a good scoreline going into the break, but, I think we were fortunate with that 2-0 lead. And then in the, I guess the next 25 minutes of the second half, a little bit of both sides having stretches of some good moments. I thought we had opportunities to certainly get the third, and then maybe that changes the complexion of the remainder of the half, and we couldn't find it. And then they get the momentum with that goal, which kind of comes from not enough for me with just the cross into the box, and then we lost our legs at that point, I think, and defended. Guys gave everything, but they just wore us down. And the guys gave everything. I cannot fault them. There was things that I could have done better to manage that situation.
What do you feel like you could have done better?
Subs, timing, shape. There was just some concerns physically with some of the guys as I was observing. But, maybe they could have gone a little longer and we could have kept the group that got us to that point to get us maybe 5 or 10 minutes more. But, I'll look back at it and probably, blame none of those players. Again, they gave everything. And I'm proud of them for that. I'm disappointed for them, for everything they put into this season to be able to position ourselves to play in a cup final and certainly with the scoreline. So, I'll take a look at myself first and see how I learn from this and how we get this right in the future.
Go to Laurel.
Obviously, it was a special season, a lot of disappointment right now in this moment, but are you able to kind of take this for what it is, like getting to this point, and what are your just thoughts on the season at this point?
It was a strong season. We moved in the right direction. We were able to win a trophy, which is important, but the goal was to win an MLS Cup, and I think we were close, and that's why it hurts. It hurts because of losing at home. It hurts because of the scoreline mid-game. It hurts because of who beat us tonight. So there's a lot of things that have this a hard one to take, and I feel for the guys, the staff, everybody in there who put a lot of hard work into positioning us to do something more, but it didn't happen.
It was kind of a challenging week. Just you guys had the illnesses, injuries that you were kind of working back from, obviously not having Matt. Do you feel like, I know you said you felt like everyone was prepared, but did you feel like ultimately that did play a factor today?
I think the guys were prepared. I think there was things that we worked on during the week that didn't play out. as successfully in game with just the recognition of some of the their movements and how we wanted to press. And again, it's not an effort issue. It was just tactically certain things that we just didn't get right. And again, it starts with me. I think I could have done a better job of positioning some guys to make more plays and not have us defend for long stretches. But we won't make any excuses now because the result didn't go our way, because guys have stepped up all year. And I think for the majority of the game, guys still stepped in and did a really good job. But like I said, we didn't have enough tonight.
Pat, how long do you figure, what is there to learn from this going into next season, given the nature of the way a playoff game can play out? Is there a thing to take away, and how long will it take for you to kind of come back and try and evaluate this?
There's always stuff you can take away from these moments. Probably too soon to be talking too much about it, because it's hard to just process the loss at the moment. So we'll look at it and see where we didn't get things right, and we'll have time to have conversations as to how we can get back into this position and hopefully find more success and playing a cup final. That'll be the sign of progress.
How did you feel the discipline was on the back line, considering the fact that you were down Miazga and Haglund? And do you think that aspect of it changed at all down the stretch because of the exhaustion?
I think they did a really good job at defending the box for long stretches, but there were things that led to them getting into our box that could have been better in terms of how we released off the line and dealt with their attacking midfielders that as play rotated, they come off the line in ways where it challenges the back line to know how far to step off. And so moments where the attacking midfielders were in wide areas that we struggled with, or, Morris and Nagby at times from deeper positions. Those were areas that, we talked more about in the lead up to the game that I think we started the game the right way with, and then it fizzled out, and we didn't consistently get those moments right. And then at the end, when you have that level of fatigue, when we were able to secure the ball or win the ball deep, the ideas and the confidence to play, I think, was lost.
After the game, right when the whistle blew, there were guys, they were visibly crushed. And you could understand that with the level of success that this team had and seeing it come to an end like that. Did you get a chance to talk to any of them individually, right? Or what were those moments like for you there?
They're quick. You could see the guys are devastated. And a lot of it was thanking them for just everything that they gave, in the game and over the course of the season, because, it's a special group that came up short. And that's hard to see your players with that level of disappointment. You feel for them. And so, again, I really appreciate everything that they've done for this team and this club and this city. It hurts right now, but I think they brought good joy to to this city and what this particular 2023 team has meant.
All right, we'll move to one question on the Zoom from Felipe. Felipe, go ahead.
To get back to this point next season, but what's the philosophy going to be like to maintain the winning culture at FC Cincinnati?
Felipe, you're going to have to repeat that. I can't hear you.
Can you
or
hear
somebody's
me
going to have to tell me what he was asking.
Go ahead, Felipe. Ask a question again, please.
All right, can you guys hear me now?
That's better.
Okay. That before you came to FC Cincinnati, the club had gotten used to losing the 3 consecutive wooden spoons, everything that happened before that really derailed the start of the club. A game away from MLS Cup, knowing that it's so hard to get back here in MLS, what do you have to do? What will your philosophy be to maintain the winning culture at FC Cincinnati?
Yeah, I don't think a whole lot needs to change. Again, we've shown improvements and progress in this particular year that were better than 22. And I think the group, and hopefully a large majority of them are returning, and I think they will, understand now what it looks like to win and to expect to win and have the pressure to win, which is a good thing. And it's, it's never easy to have consistency in doing that in this league, but I think we have a group to do that. And, there'll be, hard conversations, I think, in the coming days just because of how it ended. But, we'll look at the beginning of 24 with, an immediate need to hit the ground running and be ready to move forward with Champions Cup. But I think we have a lot of pieces in place to, maintain some consistency in our success. And whether guys use this as motivation or not to be stronger next year, that remains to be seen. But everybody just needs to take this, moment and feel the disappointment, and then hopefully there's a period of time where guys can, step back and appreciate where we're at as a club and the position that we're in to hopefully compete for trophies, every year. And I think I'm confident that we'll get back there, but there's certainly going to be a lot of work to do to, kind of repeat some of the things that we did this year and find ways to progress and become an even better team in 24.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Pat.
Thank you.